I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, if you don't leave me alone, you're gonna have to send me home. 'Cause I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
Beerus, my lord, is there something you wish to say?
Here it comes.
Warning. This is a global blackout. Testing the left speaker. Left. Testing the right speaker. Right. Surround successfully recovered. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for...
Forget about the way it used to be. This is not a damn democracy. We are in a state of emergency, and my word is law. There's only one boss in this place, and that's me, the HNIC.
What it do, y'all? It's your boy King Kurt live, and we are at it again. Why you give me that face, LJ?
Remember that live was intense.
That was
Right.
That's how I growl in the air right when they get to the point.
Okay.
I need you to really. You gonna get nauseous on my sex growl? Oh, now you too good for a sex growl?
What? Did I say that? I did not say that.
Wait a minute. Have y'all ever had a nigga like get right in your ear and give you that?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, see, everybody loves the sex growl. What up, Nita? I saw you frown your face up. You don't like the sex growl?
I don't think I've ever had one.
What? You never had?
Ooh, I hate that for you.
Wait a minute. Like the sex growl.
Prude gang forever.
You prude gang my ass. First off, the sex growl is supposed to precede a vicious beast mode. Like you should be like it should sound like you mixing up macaroni and cheese while slapping the shit out your kid. It should just be like,
all right. That's a lot.
And you do a low vibrational growl right there. You know what I mean,
like
Jack?
growl like they need a place to live.
What?
Wow.
Oh, you meant other low vibrational.
It is a tactic of the homosexuals.
Some.
Dave said I was trying to sound like Batman.
idea what you're talking about.
Wait a minute, Jay, you never sex growled in a woman's ear to
What? I have no idea what you're
yeah, okay, yeah. I'm trying to look angelic.
Right.
It's the bang. It's the bang for me. Like, get out of here, Fustin Bieber.
Wow, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Listen, I condition, all right?
It looks fabulous, honey.
It's
Fabulous.
Luxurious locks.
See, that's the best thing ever. You're supposed to get that low vibrational growl. That's how and then you bite her right on
No,
the
can confirm that's happened before and worked. So
Yes. Yeah.
Hilarious.
No matter how civilized we become, for some reason, the more animalistic in nature that we can digress to.
I'm just toxic. I'll say shit about it. Be like, ooh, look who's testy.
See, to me, that see now I got to lift your cheeks up off the bed.
Ooh, someone's mad.
You got to, even if listen, that'll make a nigga go from 6 inches to 12 real quick because now I got to get in them guts.
Like, what are you gonna do? A bowl of nothing?
Oh, see, you can't be what's it called?
Broken.
You can't have that sense of sarcasm.
Oh man, that's my favorite.
Like, ooh, who's beating it up? Not you.
Oh my god, this is so great.
Wow, is that how you do, Nita?
Okay, honest moment. I have told someone my mom was coming. Like, I'm not a homeowner.
Wait a minute. Wait, say that again.
I wasn't enthused.
I'm sure it's
it's a
corporate growl for me. Growl with emotion.
Oh no, Jay, do you be in there?
Stock options.
Wait, do you be in there about this pussy's great?
No, absolutely
not.
Come on, give me some credit.
Let me show you this PowerPoint presentation, girl.
I can do Excel.
Exactly.
Formulas.
Oh
exactly.
no.
This right here is an APA format.
How about that goddamn PowerPoint? Yeah. You like the way those panels seamlessly transition. I'm sorry, I gotta do it again.
Stop hanging out with us, bro.
I'm just waiting for him to have a Dungeons and Dragons reference during sex.
I appreciate y'all appreciating my Tony the Tiger impression. I can definitely see Jay beating it up and be like, "This pussy's great."
See, I see Jay beating it up and being like, "You fool."
Nah, because the next nigga to come on to me, I'm gonna be like, roll for initiative.
We need that on a
now
shirt.
roll for damage.
Like,
Critical.
oh wow, you only rolled a 7.
I love how this is completely off from the introduction I was
The
gonna do.
rails.
But I am here for it. I love that Jay is now a nice hue of red. He is
I would say more Pepto-Bismol pink.
Yo, he is blushed up.
Yeah, you are blushed down.
See,
like,
and
oh
the
my
best part
God.
is he ain't got his neon lights on in the back to kind of
Exactly.
offset his hue, and he's by natural light, so we see all of that
All the
translucence.
It's
Yeah,
his
baby.
natural light happening.
Yeah,
Oh.
we see all of that. We can see
All the blushing.
Wait.
I don't want no trouble from Facebook, Instagram. So I'm.
Community guidelines, racism. What?
That's a nice little shade of rosy on your cheeks there,
that's
buddy.
Nice. You're baby fuchsia right now.
You're a little flushed.
Oh, our little Jack Harlow. All right, so moving on.
Funny because it's hilarious.
We out here, y'all. This is the last Wednesday before Blerdcon, the Black Mecca. All the Blerds are, turning their pit bulls into their cousins to watch and making sure that their child support checks are hitting in time. Selling that last bit of weed to get that Funko Pop money up so that we can all make the arduous trek down I-95. Don't come through Philly because we blew our shit up. But
they said they fixed it.
Yeah, but we still blew our shit up. It still doesn't. I wouldn't trust it. Do you
That's
trust
fair.
Philly construction?
Listen,
No.
See?
I'm mad he
When-
said that like, no,
he was like, I'm from Jersey.
I would not.
So as we make this trek, we're all gonna be in the building. We're gonna be showing complete stankin' ass. LJ
Wow.
kicks off
I can't.
the whole thing on Thursday with a little pre-party. Definitely.
Yeah.
Just a little. Listen, last time you did the pre-party, I literally sweat my entire silk onesie romper out.
yeah.
From it was like back in the day sweating. I was sweating on whoever I was dancing with. Never mind. Let me,
Well,
I
I
just
mean-
remember. I remember who I was dancing with. Never mind. Go ahead, keep on moving.
One set.
Oh,
Never
okay.
mind.
Why did that sound like that hurt?
Jesus Christ. But yeah, LJ, what's up with that that pre-party? What's the details on that?
Well, since we couldn't really get the space to throw what we wanted, but just a little get together, meet and greet. It's early enough where if y'all still want to go to Plus Ultra, y'all can go to the Plus Ultra event that's on the rooftop. It's at 7:30. Freddie serves food, they serve drinks, they got karaoke at 8. So just something to do if you want something to do and you ain't VIP.
Yeah.
And it's free. You ain't even gotta pay. You just gotta show the fuck up.
I love that. I can't wait to be immersed in black nerdisms. What about you, Ty?
That's what you're calling it?
Nigga, I'm gonna be with you wherever we gonna be at tomorrow.
Right? No. But I'm just saying, are you excited to make the trek? I mean, there's been a lot of drama about who's gonna go to Blerdcon, who's not gonna go to Blerdcon.
Yeah.
Should you go to Blerdcon?
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck went to Blerdcon?
Pretty much like at this point. No, I'm excited. I'm very excited. I'm excited to meet like internet friends, like people that I don't get to see that often, that we only see like at Blurred and stuff like that. Shout out to Mike Stidham. I'm gonna try and avoid you this year because
He's
you're
not
not
coming.
getting me. He's
not
not
coming.
coming?
He's not making it.
Oh, now, right. No, because he got me with that Malort, and now I'm indoctrinated into the cult of Malort, where I do this thing where
Ew.
I'm like, have you tried Malort? You have to try Malort. It's awful.
No.
Like, listen, but our Lord and Savior clearly won't be there, so unfortunately. But I'm hype. We got some things going on. So always down to be with my people.
I mean, I've been going since day one. So, I mean, despite all their issue and dramas, I'm going to keep going and it's whatever. Y'all can hate me. I don't care. It's fun. and it's like 30 minutes from my house. So, I really don't have an excuse. So,
not Chris Gubby saying no Everclear, no Malort. Listen, there's going to be no Malort. We cannot make any promises on the Everclear front. Because I'm sure somebody somewhere is having that toilet. Right. They finna have that toilet water in their bathroom and they're going to be handing out caps full.
Just, I know people already been posting about like selling all kinds of different things. So, yeah, just be safe. That's all we ask. Be careful.
I don't know about that.
Listen, and hydrate.
Right. It's hot as shit. Drink water.
Hot.
Drink some
water. And it
water.
do get hot in that hotel. It all them black people, we naturally generate heat. Like
it's literally a greenhouse of niggas. Like
So does that make it a black house? Don't why the both of you gonna look to Sky Daddy? Wow. I'll have you know that was a quality joke.
No, because I wanted to be like, you're like, was that make it a black house? And I'm like, no, it just makes it an ecologically friendly trap house. But
yeah, please do not drink Malort. It is absolutely the devil's testicles. And Whew. When I tell you, that was a bad decision on my part. One I will never repeat again.
Facts.
Deodorant definitely is a must on deck. Sadly, a lot of people that I know that frequent will not be at Blerdcon. But also, I noticed a lot of people are saying this is going to be their first Blerdcon. And have you seen that, Pat? Yeah.
Yeah. It seemed that for every one person that said that they weren't coming back, 2 new people like cropped up in their place. So
It's like Hydra.
Right.
Hydra.
So it'll be interesting to see how many new people show up and to see how many white people just be there randomly on the weekend and had no idea that there was a con going on.
They're the best.
Yeah, they'd be like, it's a lot of them.
And they're always there, like their last day of conference is like Friday.
Oh yeah.
So they're checking out like to go home on Saturday or something. So they're just in the elevator, like, so what is this?
What is this?
They scared because it's not just first of all, they're already the spider sense is tingling because of the high amount of niggitude. So that already puts them on alert. Then you got us running around with prop weapons, superheroes.
It be the families for me though, with all the little kids. Like,
it's Maleficent, and Dad's like, "Damn, Maleficent got titties."
No, listen. There is to this day. I don't care. I gotta say this real quick. To this day, there is nothing funnier to me and way of explaining the Blerdcon experience than seeing a black woman in a thong, thick as all Christmas, thicker than a bowl of grits in the freezer, dressed as Foxy from Drawn Together.
Yes.
Waiting at the elevator, and this Caucasian man and his son turned the fucking corner, and his son saw that ass.
Just like that.
And was changed for the rest of his life.
When I tell you, he was in that day, we gained an ally.
My man had a whole spring awakening right there.
And there's actually I actually found there's multiple instances of young non-black children seeing these Nubian they like, Mom don't look like this. Jam, it must be Jam because Jelly don't shake like this. When I tell you, and I laugh because even though a lot of some people criticize it, it's like, oh well, the women cosplayers, they're scantily clad and this, that, and the third. Listen, honey, let me tell you something. If you know anything about our ancestry, if you know anything about our tribal roots, this is just another fucking Tuesday for us. I'm just saying. If you are scandalized by the shape, the shapeliness of a black woman, don't come to Blerdcon. Just don't do it.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Right.
You know what?
Right.
You are yes. Let's dial that up for anyone that has an issue with black shapely women.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
I don't remember once or twice. I don't remember nothing. It's giving very much here.
Yeah, shout out to the ladies running the lewd cosplay panel. I will try. I wish I could come, but I'll be getting ready for our cuddle party actually. But shout out to y'all doing the Lord's work with the lewd cosplay.
The cuddle party has become a monster in and of itself.
My God. Oh yeah.
Why you say?
If I get asked about it one more time, I'm gonna cry.
Yo, like they're posting about it in the chats, in the groups. They're posting it in groups that they shouldn't be asking in. I'm like, I want to be like, shut the fuck.
Right.
It is
making the block tremendously hot.
Not you being like, shh.
Somebody actually posted it in the actual Blerdcon group. Now, like 21 and over is whatever, but in the Blerdcon group, I was like,
even Bucky doesn't approve.
I heard we made it to the official Blerdcon Discord, and people was asking about us in the Discord. Like,
Listen, let me tell you something. Yeah, the rumors about our unofficial, official Blerdcon After Dark panel that we host.
Oh, is that what we call it?
You couldn't even make it through it.
Yo, I got
can't even make it
unofficial, official After Dark Blerdcon panel that we host.
Listen, our nightly Bible study.
Bible study. Yeah, listen.
Not doing this.
Child, don't put Jesus in that.
Is that
all I'm saying is if you're doing right, she'll be calling for the Lord when it's over.
Oh, hey. And that's when
is that Freaky Friday or is that
listen,
Sensual Saturday?
No, we did this time. We wanted to enjoy Blerdcon. Usually, we do 2 nights in a row, 1 night only. And honestly, it doesn't even really matter me telling you any details because it's sold out. Again.
It's sold out, bitches.
It's got when I say a handful, I really do mean just a handful of available tickets. If you know somebody that wants to go, they have to hit me direct. Otherwise, it's just a wash. It is absolutely a cornucopia of Black creatives coming together to celebrate the human form.
I'm sorry. I waited till you finished. I'm sorry. Hilarity.
So, if you're pulling up, definitely pull up. We do have an actual Blerdcon approved panel on Saturday at 6:15. That's what I'm telling y'all. I know what it is. You got to tell our people 6:15.
Wow.
And pull up on us as we will be going crazy with our live show.
LJ, you have what, 2 panels?
3.
Lord.
Well, it's relatively easy. Nah, not really. I've got Chillin' Like a Villain on Friday, I think at 4. I don't remember. But it's Friday afternoon. I've got the Blurred sing-along, which Raw has practically taken over. That's why I said I mean my work is light. Mm-hmm. So Raw's taking over the sing-along, so Lord knows what she's doing, but come through, and it's just before the party, and that's at like 9, 10, I don't fucking know. And then 9, I think, on Saturday. And then we're doing Rocky Horror. So if you just want to act a fool with some Rocky Horror Saturday night, that's at 11.
My nigga.
Okay.
Sounds like a hell. Listen, Blerdcon is about to be lit. I am super excited. I don't know. It's been so many Blerdcons for me in a row. The planning and the process beforehand is very meh to me until I get down there. I get immersed in my people, and then energy levels will go shoot through the roof because then it's showtime. But outside of that, I am excited to hurry up, get this done. I don't know. It's a weird way of feeling it, but I'm just like, let me get through Blerdcon because that is like what are those? A canon event.
Yeah.
I'm busy.
Blerdcon is definitely a canon event. So if you're pulling up, definitely do. We're going to be down here. That's why we wanted to kind of do a shortened version of this episode so that we can get prepared for that. That's just to give you a little insight. But let's get to these introductions. As always, holding it down in the DMV. She is the mistress of ceremonies for this coming weekend, kicking it off on Thursdays, representing the magical, the geeky, and the freaky. Out from the ashes rises the phoenix. Talk to him.
Hey, I am LJ Phoenix, and despite people trying to encroach on our Thursday pre-Blerdcon party events, we will still be bringing you something every fucking year. So I've already started making plans for the next year, and we've got people on deck. So we just got to find a spot. Just saying. Yeah, we here. I hope to see y'all this weekend. I'll be drunk. If you try to friend me, don't. Okay, can I just say that you guys can say hi to me all you want. Please do not be offended. I don't remember names. I may remember faces sometimes, but I will be drunk. I'm actually already kind of drunk now. So I don't plan on being sober until I come home. I won't remember much, but it will be fun.
Facts. If I have only met you in cosplay, we have not met.
Agreed.
Just saying, you can friend me. It's cool. Let's hang out. It's whatever. But my memory sucks, and I don't know your name.
Big fucking facts.
Listen, as somebody who's had people roll up on me like, we met. Bitch, you had a whole different setup last year. What are you talking about? We met, bro.
Didn't even show your
You got to preface it with who you were.
Yeah,
we met last year. I was Goku.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. No, and
Goku
anybody
number
who rolls
4?
through. No, and if you pull through up at the Carter party and be like, "Oh, we met at the Carter party," no, we didn't. Hush.
Hush your mouth.
I would like it if you were silent.
And surprisingly, I heard that there are some other. I hate when y'all use that term "cuddle party" because coined by the HNIC. But yeah, I get it. We made it a staple, so that's just what y'all know. But I heard there's a couple other events similar to ours popping up.
There's at least maybe I know of one popping through invitation only on Saturday. That's all I know.
Invitation only, and we didn't get one.
Okay, fancy.
Wow. I need to talk to the organizers.
Put your Karen wig on. It's time to go.
Yeah, violation. Like you're missing out on the growl. You're missing out on the growl. Like anyway, as always. Well, I can't call him our affirmative action hire anymore.
Wow.
Well, those days are numbered.
Yeah. Equality has reigned through like a bull in a china shop. Fuckers.
This bitch.
I was waiting for it. I knew it was coming.
And now his mic's out.
That's
You're good. You're good now. You're good now.
Oh, I was about.
It was out for real though.
I was about to be like, "Damn you, Zuckerberg."
He said he's gonna show you affirmative.
You did he?
But now I guess he's just our regular hire. I don't want to get sued by Uncle Sam, even though his cousin Sam Crow seems to still be around. Anywho, holding it down all the way from Texas. Definitely super excited to have the whitest elephant in the room. Talk to him, Jay.
Hello, everyone. I am Jay Kirby, host of the Curbside Podcast. I don't know what to say outside of affirmative action hire now. I don't know how long I'll be left on the show.
Nah, we ain't firing.
No. Host of the Curbside Podcast and our spinoff show, Dice Hard with a Vengeance. 2 huge announcements. Today we dropped our interview with King Kurt live for the Curbside Podcast. Go check that out on our YouTube page. Absolutely wonderful interview. I had a blast talking to him, and I'm very proud of what came out of it. And since it's official, and I got to post it today on Instagram, go check out the Dice Hard with a Vengeance Instagram because we have character art from the one and only J1 Studios. Beautiful. J1 went above and beyond what we could have asked. I am more than thrilled with what we got. Thank you so much, Jace. Thank you so much. So go check that out. Go give J1 your business. And
Taru Bloodfist in the building.
Yeah, Taru Bloodfist got official art. Sir Nermos Torin got official art. Go check that out.
It looks really dope.
New merch is coming with the new art.
It better be.
We just haven't decided on a color for the shirt yet. We have been debating it literally all day. So as soon as we can come up with what we're going to do, what we're going to post, new merch will be available for you guys with a dope ass fucking design by J1 Studios.
I love it. This is how we do it. Keep reciprocating each other's talents and abilities and supporting each other.
So dope. So dope.
So now as we travel down I-95, we get to the DMV, And you can't get to DMV without hitting a speed bump, and that bump happens to be on the back of that wagon, swinging that thing all the way from below the Mason-Dixon line. Talk to him, Nina.
Hi, it is your favorite BBW from the DMV. Also, your sultan of sarcasm. It is Nina Renee. I am just here. Will I be at Blerdcon? The world may never know.
Well, we need to know, goddammit.
Giving, fuck around and find out. I don't know.
I like that. I do like that kind of energy. Thank you. Definitely, if you have the opportunity, pull up on us. There's going to be all kinds of cousins of the HNSC running the fuck around and all our dope, nerdy merch. And you will see us. We're there. Wherever there is a shenan and an again, no, we were there. Teffy Wonder. I hand it off to you, darling.
What's up, guys? It is at Teffy Wonder here, your wonderful melanated mochafied merge on. Please come through to the Poll Curious panel. Listen, it's 10 a.m., but
wow. You want me to bust it open at 10 a.m.?
Listen, you don't
not in front of my stereo. Bust it open at 10 a.m.
Who said I ever closed it at 10?
What I'm saying is, why did you just keep it open from Friday night? Come through. We'll get your Saturday started off feeling flexible and luxurious.
I love it. I'm here for that. Okay.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, so come through 10 a.m. I think we're in the Jefferson room. I gotta double check. I'll post about it over the weekend. But yeah, so make sure you're going to our website, headnerdsincharge.com. Sign up for our email list, y'all, so that y'all can be in the know about stuff like our cuddle party. If you feel like you missed out, you did. You did.
And sign up. You can still sign up on our guest list so that you can. Y'all got to understand. Sorry to interrupt you like that, Tef, but y'all have to go to the event and put your names on the waiting list. This is how we curate emails, because the email list is the first people who get the opportunity to come.
Listen, and the tickets sold out in like 24 hours. So trust me, don't wait. Sign up for our email list. I'm gonna be walking around with a sign up sheet when you come to our HNIC live panel on Saturday. This way, if you too drunk to do it on your phone, give me your name and email. I will do it for you. And then next time when we have our next cuddle party, J1, Virgo's Groove Pool Party, you'll know when those things are happening.
Listen, y'all. No, and look.
Somebody literally posted about our cuddle party on Friday, like this morning, and was like, "Is it worth it?" Like,
wait, what?
Oh, baby.
Well, yeah. I want to know what the comments are.
So somebody was like, "Oh, it won't let me post the link." So they were like, "It's $80, but it's sold out though." And then somebody who's been was like, "Oh yeah, well these are the things that you got to do. Make sure you sign up for the waiting list." And they're like, "Oh, I heard it's worth it. It's this, that, and the third." If you know, you know. And the fact that we sold out in 24 hours
should let you know even more.
Should let you know to make sure you pull up. Come find me. We'll get you signed up for your email list. I'll be walking around my titties out as per. Well, actually, no. Usually at Blerdcon, I'd be hella covered except for the cuddle party. But we'll be out here this year because it's too hot.
Can I clear this up?
Damn hot.
The tickets are cheaper the earlier you buy. I cannot stress this enough. The price goes up as we get closer to the date. At the door, baby.
Well, hashtag well.
Yes.
Listen, you might as well just come with your look. Like LJ said, I hope you didn't close it, because legitimately, the ticket prices usually range around the $50 mark if you get the first round of tickets.
Right.
That's usually the bulk of what everybody pays. But you latecomers, you negras.
Listen, we told y'all we was only doing one this year, so you literally have only yourselves to blame. But the legend goes on. If you couldn't get into the cuddle party, make sure y'all go on our website, pick up some of our dope ass merch. You can definitely support it. This will help. This will go to the next party, and hopefully you'll get in. We have t-shirts, hats, hoodies, bras, drawers, bags, blankets, stickers, socks. You want it, we got it. Head Nurse in Charge stuff makes great merch. We wear our own stuff all the time. It is dumb comfortable. Make sure you pick one up. Pick up two, one for you, one for your boo. Go to our Patreon, sign up there, patreon.com/Head Nerds in Charge. There's jokes, laugh. We be going out to eat and shit. It's awesome.
Yeah, HNIC Eats is becoming a thing. So
I love that phrase.
when I tell y'all that it's dope to see the legend growing for this cuddle party, and we have other events that we curate and that we are going to be collabing with multiple people. LJ has actually taken on the role of helping us support us through that collaboration with a few other people in the DMV area. So DMV, we coming your way. Literally
Coming.
Oh yeah.
Giggity.
The Virgo's Groove pool party.
Not Jay looking disaffected.
You so
that Virgo's Groove pool party is going to be one hell of a shindig.
That was fun.
Also, we've got a couple of other events. J1, we will definitely be bringing our brand of After Dark unofficial panels to J1
and Bible study.
And Bible study. Yep. Yep. So keep it locked and make sure to sign up with Teffy, and then we can get this thing rocking and rolling and keep y'all in the loop. All right, folks, y'all ready to get the show started?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I love y'all. Ooh-wee.
It's hilarious that plays.
And so, and I just wanted to say this for those that are shocked at the $80 ticket price. Just know it's the day before the con.
Bitches.
I just want to say that it's the day before the con, and exclusivity dictates the market.
Also, for those people like who don't do early bird specials and stuff like that at other events, and you have to pay an inflated or like regular price to get in, please, y'all, everybody looking for the fucking hookup and shit, but like the ticket price is how we're able to like do what we do and be able to fucking afford it.
Right.
So if you not one of those people who do the early bird special discount and all that other shit, you would not walk into fucking Dior and be like, oh, give me that belt for $5. The shit ain't worth more but $5. No, you pay full price for the shit that you want. You want to come see what this cuddle party is about, and you didn't get on the email list to get the early bird tickets. You slept through it. Please don't come in here haggling the fucking price, because we put on an amazing fucking event, which is how you niggas heard about it in the fucking first place. If we didn't do our fucking thing, you wouldn't know nothing about it. It's
Go off, wife. Go off, wife. Let them know.
Wow.
No,
that
not
part.
Not me throwing both knees out every fucking year, putting on a show for you niggas, and people haggling the fuck about the price.
Right.
Talk to him, Teffy. Say it with your chest.
Talk your shit, T.
All right. So, as always, don't worry, y'all. If you don't catch this event, there'll be other ones. And 9 times out of 10, if you hit me up, I might be able to work some things out for you. I might. But you got to hit me up.
It all depends
on to the show. Yeah. So, Suicide Squad is getting an anime series. Featured around the Joker and Harley Quinn.
Oh God.
Toxic relationships for the win.
No.
Can't they just make Teen Titans not go anymore? I'd be happy with that.
Wow.
Just make the real Teen Titans again without Teen Titans Go. I'll be fine.
I agree with you. I was a really big fan of the original Teen Titans.
Agreed.
But,
Teen Titans
It's a
Go.
good fucking show. That's why.
yeah.
Yeah.
Teen
Same
Titans
with
Go
Young
was ass
Justice.
at best.
Young Justice was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Young
it does
Justice
not
was
get
great.
the recognition.
I mean, the Suicide Squad got all them damn characters, and who
And
do
they're
we
like,
keep
fuck
going back to?
Deadshot.
I'm just saying, Harley and Joker. That's it. Like
They said
they
fuck
had
fucking
Deadshot.
squad.
They said fuck Nanawe. They said fuck
biggest
Peacemaker.
big exclusives from the BEN network asked the question: do we really need more Harley and Joker? Now,
It's
just
been-
wait, Nina, and I'll let you answer the question, but I just want to set the parameter. Harley Quinn has her own cartoon on HBO Max. Well,
Very good.
Max.
It's very good.
But very good cartoon.
Very good.
The Joker has the Joker is one of the few villains in all of comic books to have his own standalone movie.
Constantly.
Literally hinted at the last Batman, a part of almost damn near every Batman series, and Suicide Squad, and Harley has Bird of Prey, and so we have a slew of Harley and Joker shit. Nina, do nerddom need any more?
As much as I'm obsessed with the Joker because he's like my boyfriend, I've seen it so much. Like, what the shit, Lana? What could they possibly do? Like, Harley Quinn and the Joker are the Fast and the Furious of the DC universe.
That's great. What more?
Because toxic.
They're gonna fucking space.
Exactly. They're gonna go to space, and now they're gonna attack each other in a submarine or some dumb shit. Like, what has not been done? We've seen the whole thing with the kids. For those of us who read the comics and things like that, like they've literally done everything except because family.
Well said, darling.
At this point, just have Harley say "cuh" and move on.
You know what? I'm done with you, and this is
I'm
where we
just
take
saying,
out.
it's exhausting.
Taffy,
of all the villains and all the things, why them again?
So, do you still feel like they are a negative reinforcement of how relationships should be? Like, nobody should want to be Harley and Joker, right?
No, God no. I love the Joker.
Fuck no.
Real bad, but no, I don't want to be Harley. No.
But I guess that's why I like the Harley Quinn cartoon series, because she basically
in episode 1,
rejects
basically.
Joker right from the rip, and it's all about her journey, breaking that soul tie.
And her and Ivy together, giggity.
Well,
Go
and
ahead,
I agree. I think the thing is that we keep doing these series on Harley and Joker, and then you see these little kids dressed up as Harley and Joker, and these parents have no idea sometimes what they're doing, but it very much was like a relationship goals for the longest time.
Oh yeah,
We wanna be
every
Harley
couple's
and
Halloween
Joker.
costume.
Why do we keep needing to push a toxic relationship when, like I said, they're a fucking suicide. They're a squad. There are characters
right
beyond that, or beyond
Suicide
them.
Squad has a whole fucking roster. Can we stop doing?
Right.
I love Harley to death, and the show is fantastic. But fuck, she has her own. Just give Deadshot more fucking screen time.
If we're gonna be toxic, do T'Challa and Storm.
So let me ask this question.
Say that.
Outside of Harley Quinn, what DC heroine or villain would you like to see more of?
Said heroin?
Heroine or villain?
Zatanna.
I think I would like.
Thank you. Yes.
That'd be dope.
I would love.
Really
I would love to see a lot more. I mean, a black woman that can summon the essence of whatever African, and like, come on. Ooh, I like that cute.
Yeah.
And you know what? They don't do enough about Two-Face.
Harley
How
deserves
No,
better.
fact. His villain and his character is amazing. Like,
Free
It's
Harvey Dent.
very dynamic.
Not to
Very.
mention he's black, Don't get me started. Billy D. Williams played him in the 1989 Batman, and ever since
And
then,
voiced him in the Lego Batman movie.
that's so. Rick says Poison Ivy. I love Clayface. Clayface. See, Clayface is where Batman got more cartoony. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Clayface is one of those like, oh, that's bigger than just some dude in a rubber suit with some grappling hooks and smoking shit.
Y'all ruined that man's life. Ace Chemicals, like
Okay.
Whose life hasn't Ace Chemicals fucked up?
They need
Okay,
a class
fair.
action suit real
no,
bad.
I want to do a TikTok series about the fucking OSHA compliance.
Ocean violations for
at
Ace
Ace Chemicals.
Yo,
you could
I-
do it for
action
like every
lawsuits.
franchise. You could
Yo,
do a
I think that
video
would be a
for-
funny ass TikTok.
Amanda Waller promises to put them all on the class action.
Yo, I swear to
Yo.
God.
Cursed.
Let's see. Ace Chemicals has fucked up Clayface, Harley Quinn, because
Joker.
Joker threw her
Joker.
into that vat.
Right.
The Joker. There's a couple. I forget what.
It's just bad. They're down bad.
Right.
Ace Chemicals is like the Johnson and Johnson of America. Like,
It's funny because it's sad.
I'm just saying. Somebody said Penguin. Definitely, Colin Farrell has renewed my interest in his
Cobblepot.
adaptation of the
Cobblepot.
character. Yeah,
I know because they did a whole thing with the fucking Penguin on Gotham. Like,
yeah.
Rick
I
said
didn't.
Mr. Freeze, and
So
I'm
I
like,
did-
I like that better.
I liked
Yeah.
that Penguin, but it just wasn't my Penguin, if that makes sense. Because
I wanted him.
I got it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't say he did a bad job, but Danny DeVito, man,
I know. I just
Yes.
wanted him fat. He did a good job. I just wanted him chunky.
yeah, chunky.
Yeah.
Rick said Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze is
Yeah.
a phenomenal.
Yeah,
fucking
anything
character.
but Arnold
and needs
Schwarzenegger.
more.
Anything
Yeah.
but Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And I feel like he's more of an anti-hero because genuinely he's just trying to bring
He's just trying to
Nora.
find a cure. For his
See, this
wife.
is where I needed that damn soundboard because I turned the reverb up and be like Nora.
I felt the same way about Poison Ivy. I was like, tweak her backstory, and that bitch is an ecological like terrorist. She out here fighting for
She's
real.
Greta
things.
Thunberg with
Facts.
powers.
Exactly.
She
But listen, this goes back to my Batman theory. If he would have given them jobs, we wouldn't have half these villains.
listen. Poison Ivy is really who should be summoned when their powers combine. Fuck a Captain Planet. Call out Poison Ivy.
But I'm just saying, all he'd have to do is give her a job at Gotham University, head of the botany department.
Yeah, the horticultural society.
Exactly, horticultural
Listen,
studies.
Nah, because if Gotham had more fucking arts and entertainment and they schools and stop forcing these fucking theater dropouts to go and get these science degrees, these niggas would be able to work out their issues.
No.
Gotham would be a lot better for it.
So hold on. See, I'm not trying to go down this Batman rabbit hole, but I have to. I have a standing theory that it does not matter. Gotham, the atmosphere breeds it just breeds villains. I'll give you a case in point. I believe he's called Hour Man, Minute Man. Like, literally, he became a supervillain because he was late for his shit. Like normal stressful shit that we have at work. I showed up late for this meeting and I lost my job. This motherfucker's like, that's it. I'm gonna become.
If fucking Gotham had universal base income, that
Stop
man
it.
would still be able to survive,
Yeah.
and he wouldn't have been so stressed.
Listen, with no Batman,
Bruce Wayne
these
fault.
motherfuckers will overrun. And no.
Batman is
They need
exacerbating the problem.
there's a literal villain called Kite Man. These motherfuckers is picking up kites and just be like,
I'm a
"Fuck it."
king.
Because Wayne Enterprises is too busy profiting off the school to prison pipeline instead of actually giving back and
Now, mind you-
expanding these care programs that would make these people less likely to turn to crime in the first place.
Teffy, you are very Tell that to Harley Quinn, who tried to psychologize the Joker and ended up a fucking villain herself. Calendar Man was not
Well,
his name.
listen.
Clock King. Thank
Should
you.
have had a job at Gotham University or at a better
Clock
doctor's
King.
office.
Like these motherfuckers. Hold on. These motherfuckers are literally becoming villains off of arbitrary shit like riddles, calendars, clocks.
Condiments.
There's a puppet puppeteer. There's a puppeteer.
It's Bruce Wayne's fault.
I'm just saying, maybe if Harley Quinn wasn't overworking herself because
know
she
what?
the
I'm
only
not
fucking
doing
doctor on the shift, then maybe she wouldn't have fell in love with the Joker, and the rest of these niggas could have got the help they needed.
She wasn't the only doctor on the
She
ship.
wasn't. She specifically was like, "Please give me the Joker."
Wait a minute. Here's
She
the worst
only one
part.
doing-
Hugh-
She the only one doing her fucking job.
No, that's not true. Because Hugo Strange works at Arkham. If you don't know who Hugo Strange is,
Yeah, he right.
Whatever.
He right though.
so
all I'm saying is Batman not even a fucking effectual as a hero because it's 13 niggas in the Bat family and they all can't get the fucking job done.
And they all hate him.
I mean, Red Hood had a good idea, but
And they all don't bang with Bruce, including his own son.
because they all 13 need therapy.
Just like
that
Bruce.
is very true.
Yo,
Very true.
That
Out of that-
includes
not-
Bruce. The fuck?
Let me see. Out of
They
that
need therapy
13
because of Bruce.
I think out of that 13, 3 have been raped. I know Dick Grayson definitely got raped, and the Oracle and Dick Grayson both got raped. Which ironically, Dick Grayson got raped by Harley Quinn, and Oracle got raped by the Joker, or at least that's what it alluded to. Like these motherfuckers need not just regular therapy. Like you need to take a break up at Shady Pines and put on them pajamas that with the long sleeves that hang. Look, all I'm
He could have
saying
promised
is
them kids a college degree, but no, he was like, "Hey, you're 12. Go beat up these grown ass niggas that are crazy. Good luck, nigga."
Chris said Hugo Strange was on some bullshit. And yes, I know. We know he was on some bullshit.
I'm just
Fucking
That's
no.
two
Scarecrow.
doctors, bitch.
Scarecrow literally was like a sleep study doctor. These are the best and brightest of Gotham. It don't matter. They
Bruce messed him up.
It ain't all. You know what? I'm not doing this with y'all.
just
All right.
I'm just saying, if they didn't have crippling student loan debt, they might have been able to move
God
away.
damn.
Why?
If they hadn't got rid of affirmative action, maybe.
And moving on to our next topic.
You're just making my cases for me.
Literally, it's that simple.
I'm not doing this with you. All right. So, Five Nights at Freddy is coming out from Blumhouse. People are beyond excited for this. I've never played the game. I am slightly familiar. I know it just reminds me of the Chuck E. Cheese animatronic
It
shit.
does
But
so much.
It's supposed to.
But now my question to the panel is, what's a horror game that you would love to see adapted by Blumhouse?
You said a horror game.
Devil May Cry.
Definitely.
Is that a horror game?
Is that a horror game? I
Like,
don't really.
one,
It had
yes.
a lot of fucking monsters in it.
One, yes. Like, please give us a Devil May Cry movie. But at the same time, is that a horror game?
I feel like if you could retool it and it'd be a really good horror movie.
Okay. They've done Resident Evil to death. I don't need to see another Resident. They've done Silent. What'd you say?
Alan Wake.
Yeah.
So I want to see BioShock.
Yeah.
BioShock's
That
supposed to
was
be
in
getting
the
a series.
Yeah, that's in the works for a minute now.
Well, until it happens. Look.
But
Big
also, yes,
exclusive
BioShock would be.
Yo, kids are really on this Five Nights at Freddy shit. Like, is
I
this
want
like?
to play it.
Is it for kids?
No.
Not really.
No, it is not.
Well, why do all these fucking kids know about this damn?
I don't know. Why do kids play GTA?
Literally.
Well, to shoot cops.
I mean,
wait.
But I think that it was because of the way that the characters were created. A lot of people didn't realize that it was an actual horror game until, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you look at the picture, it's like, oh, okay, it's a little creepy, but whatever. And then they just buy it for their kids. And then that's what happened.
Yeah. Also, Five Nights at Freddy, like the lore is dumb extensive. Like I looked it up just for the shits and giggles, and now I'm like, yes, I'm so deep into fucking Five Nights at Freddy lore, it doesn't make sense. I'm about to buy the game and play it myself.
Yo, okay, so Dead Island.
Dead Island.
I was saying Dead Space.
Dead Space would be a damn good one.
Good one.
A damn good movie.
Damn. If I hear one of them screams out that motherfucker,
No,
I
seriously,
would do a little bit.
Listen,
Woo.
they have to
Dead
provide
Rising.
bags and pressure blankets.
Okay, I like Dead Rising. I
Mhm.
but Dead Rising to me was more like playground fun.
It's a little
You get what
dark
I mean?
comedy. It's got some
Yeah,
dark comedy.
yeah.
to it.
Okay, I like that, Jay. I like
Yeah.
I like a dark comedy vibe. Like
Yeah.
come on, what's the boy with my boy Woody Harrelson and
Zombieland.
Thank you, brother.
Zombieland.
Which is
God.
the only, because that movie exists, that's the only reason I didn't say Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
Because you can have all of my money if you ever make a like straight up Left 4 Dead movie.
Actually, I just need another Left 4 Dead video game.
I just need another Fallout. I wouldn't mind a Fallout movie.
Now, hold on. See, Nina, that this is what this is what makes me growl in your ear. Listen, I am a huge fucking I've had
I love
every
Fallout.
Fallout game,
Mhm.
Vegas, every DLC. I am knee deep in the lore, and I'm the guy that goes to every vault to unlock every mystery.
Yeah. I get it. I totally get it.
And yes, I know that Fallout
Plus
is
the
way
soundtracks.
Fallout probably if they could do a Red Dead Redemption movie, which they're talking about, they definitely could do a Fallout movie.
Yeah, it's considered more post-apocalyptic, not horror, but I just love Fallout.
Yeah, I'm with it.
That's
all right. Moving on. Ka-ching. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse has become the highest grossing Sony Pictures animated film of all fucking time, earning over $500 million, $607 million to be exact, at the worldwide box office, and still going strong. As a matter of fact, it's the number one movie in India.
Listen,
right now.
Because you don't call chai tea, you just call it chai.
You just call it. And I love the cultural. It's a shame that a lot of the Middle Eastern and Asiatic countries actually banned it because of the transphobia.
Alleged. It wasn't even like she said it.
Alleged.
Yeah. I mean, their transphobia is very
right.
not.
No, that's not alleged at all. But
I know that's very out in the open.
Right. Has been for centuries.
But yeah, Miles is out here on fire,
living his
doing the damn thing. I love to see it.
On the Spider-Verse has been pushed back 3 years.
Honestly, that's the post. We're definitely going to get a sequel. They just pushed it back a little bit more because they want to do it right. But this is a cash cow. This is definitely going to be $1 billion movie, and it has, and it hasn't even been released to digital yet.
Right. Oh, you know I'm gonna have to have it. My 5-year-old is already looking for it.
Nah, and they, if anything, they're holding on to it in theaters and not pushing it to digital because they're making so much money on it.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. And people are going back to watch it 2 and 3 times.
It was great. It was phenomenal.
It was really good.
I think they're trying to make a run for Mario Brothers. You know, Mario Brothers just recently set the record.
Yeah.
And they like, boy, I don't know.
They said, hold my beer.
Yeah, Mario Brothers transcends. It get the little babies, like baby babies. But anyway, Netflix are going to have to pony up, baby, because Lee Jong-jae reportedly demanded over $1 million per episode for Squid
Not with the
Game.
decisions that nigga made.
So
that's why he got smart.
For season one, he made $250,000.
Sorry.
Wow. Yeah. Right now, The Flash has been pulled from 1,500 theaters.
Damn.
How sad for them.
and
fuck you, Ezra Miller. I'll say it again. I'll say it to your fucking
face.
face.
I ain't gonna. Well, it's funny. I didn't add that in because I felt like we beat that dead horse. But let me just say this.
Let me just elbow drop it one more time.
No, Jay. I'm gonna listen. I'm about to let you go off because I'm gonna add this caveat to it. Number one, The Flash is now going to cost the WB $200 million in losses, making it the biggest flop in the history of their company. And Ezra Miller released a statement today. He finally broke his silence to say He has been falsely accused by an unstable woman who has a proven history of not telling the truth, which then caused it to drop even more. Jay, how do you feel about that?
Woman, she's a fucking child.
You got to add the bitch.
Am I done?
Yeah, that was.
I mean, that's a
Jay. I add bitch on the end, Jay. So
yeah, no. Jay, don't worry. Don't add the bitch. I got somebody for you.
Fuck him! Fuck him up against the wall with handcuffs on and crazy through on the lips. That's all you do.
That's all you do. That's all you do.
Shit.
What we get though? I'm sorry. That's what Warner Brothers fucking gets. Everybody was saying you need to stop, recast, do something. So good for them. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, here comes the consequence.
Consequence.
Oh, here comes the consequence. It's happening right now.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of our own actions.
Right. But also, WB.
We also didn't forget what you did to our boy, Cyborg.
Period.
Also.
Yeah, we didn't. Black people didn't forget.
But also, WB, don't take your bullshit out on Mortal Kombat 1 being released. The storyline is already booty, but please don't make it worse because y'all owe people money. Don't make it worse. Please
Look, David hit the nail on the head. Spider-Man could afford to be banned in some countries and still made money, while DC pushed a known abuser and lost. Marvel knows how to move. Agreed.
It's that simple. Don't push an abuser.
But to go back to the Squid Games story, he originally got paid $250,000 per episode in season 1. Now he wants $1 million per episode. I feel like he's worth it.
I was about to say, give him that time.
It was a really fucking good show.
I mean,
give him that time.
Really fucking good show.
He said, "Hey, Jerry, y'all."
All right, so everybody agree. Yeah, justice for Ray Fisher. Everybody agrees. Pay that man. Pay him his million.
He should be paid. Absolutely.
Yeah.
If it was anyone
especially
else,
as much as people were talking about the show,
right?
And as good as it was, like if it was a good show, but not a lot of people watched it, it'd be questionable. But everyone was fucking talking about that show, and it was fucking good.
I have to admit, I was obsessed with Squid Games. On top of,
I finished it in like 2 days.
Yo, Squid Games actually led me into Borderlands.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna watch Borderlands until after like Squid Games. I was like, okay, I'm with this shit. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
And because I needed a fix, I was like, ooh, I need something else like this where they play games and deadly consequences. And because of Squid Games, that led me into King's Game, the anime, and actually, hold on, let me be accurate. King's Game, the anime, it led me into Borderlands. It led me into Promise Neverland. Yeah, Promise Neverland, the anime, and well, I did not. It's funny. We got a story about Vinland later, so I'll say that. But yeah, no, it just opened my horizons to other things that I might not have been interested into, but definitely.
I mean, they can afford. They pay all these other people millions of dollars per episode for all these other different shows.
Right?
Why up for question? Because he's asking for his money. Right. That's all. I mean, that's
some people wouldn't even have to ask. You know what I mean? If he had a certain last name or looked a certain way, he wouldn't even have to ask.
And to me, the budget doesn't seem like it would be that crazy. It's not like they got like Borderlands was CGI heavy and you know what I mean, had all kinds of crazy sets. I mean, Squid Games looked like it was filmed in a warehouse with like
a whole compound. Like,
these motherfuckers was in a compound with bunks most of the damn movie.
That's what I said. Like they were in an Amazon warehouse. They just cleared everybody out.
Cheap costuming.
Exactly. Put this hoodie on with a PlayStation controller on it. Like what the fuck?
Chris said, "Oh my god, I heard Promise Neverland is emotional."
Oh, it's so good. Except,
it is. Season 2 gets a little weird, but.
Rough, but
Carolyn says, hell, the new script is probably asking for a lot. They got it. Pay that man. Agreed.
Exactly.
I think what did they say? Squid Games resulted in over $1 billion in revenue for Netflix.
And pay that man. Pay
Then
that man
pay
right
him.
fucking now.
He lucky he's only asking for $1 million an episode.
Right?
That part.
Hey, Nina, you ain't never lied. Like, oh, wait a minute.
Oh, y'all
Bye.
got
We know
$1 million,
y'all
go ahead and give me
underpaying
a
the
10
shit out of the
episode.
writers anyway, so you got the money.
Well,
Exactly.
no, here's the worst part. They're underpaying the actual creator of Squid Games. He
That's
said they
what's so
made $1 billion
crazy.
and he got no residual income from it outside of what they paid for
That's so unfortunate. Look at how they did the kids from Slumdog Millionaire. Kids were impoverished.
it. Oh yeah, they was still poor after it, right?
Yeah. Won all those awards to go back home and live with like 8 family members.
I wish y'all. I'm not leaving.
Yeah, no, this this is going on eBay. Fuck around and find out.
Then
Genuine.
there was a point where Stan Lee and Jack Kirby were like really hard. I mean, obviously they had wealth once the MCU kicked off, but
Right.
they were about to sell. Like they were pimping their superheroes everywhere.
Yeah.
You
That's why X-Men were at Fox and Spider-Man's at Sony. Because
Right.
Marvel was struggling so bad for cash.
Yeah. But it's just so weird to hear billion in revenue and he's requesting $1 million. Be lucky he's not requesting 10.
And on that note, Google reportedly testing letting people play games on YouTube.
Child, I don't want the ads. I could give a damn about the game.
Do y'all want to play games on YouTube? Like, do y'all want?
Not really.
I don't even want the ads.
Yeah, I don't know if I want games on YouTube. It doesn't really, but they're gonna find a way to milk us for a couple dollars one way or another.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
You pressed accept, $10 a month.
Nah, my son downloading enough shit on my fucking tablet.
Exactly. Literally that.
I'm with you on that one, Teffy. Nina mentioned it earlier. This is one of the greatest shows
It's really good.
that I have ever seen in my life.
I'm really mad Netflix caught up to me.
IGN rated it a 10 out of 10. Vinland Saga is one of the most amazing fucking animated things I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's really good.
to rival Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I would put the art in Vinland Saga up against Spider-Man. And mind you, I'm just talking about yes. If you are not on, now obviously it's a television show. It's got over 2 seasons of content, so it's over 10 hours long.
Right.
I'm not saying that, it's the visual masterpiece that Spider-Man is in a 2-hour movie, but Vinland Saga shows you some shit where you're just like, holy hell, this is beautiful. So
okay,
it was really well done.
Nina, we're in your, because I guess we would consider this an anime.
Mm-hmm.
Where would you rank this amongst animes?
Okay, so for me, it's actually pretty I would say it's top 5. I'm slightly obsessed with Death Note, and by slightly I mean I'm obsessed with Death Note. This is me we're talking about. I actually want a Shinigami to feed apples, but anyway, Vinland is definitely one of those that I enjoy a whole lot, a bunch. Like, it's insane that not only was it well drawn, but the actual storyline itself had me like, oh man, I'm fine.
Yo.
Like, it was a lot, and I'm not a person who cries over shows. But just some of the things that I was like, this nigga can't catch a break.
Break cannot catch a break. I was like, let this nigga cook. Just let him cook.
Damn you, Stone Cold. I was upset. He had the worst luck on the planet. I was like, all right, so he black for real. He's oppressed as
yo, his life was so hard. I was like, I think I let him call me a nigga.
No, his life was so bad that
you're giving him an N-word pass.
damn, that's nigga, you no. You gotta understand. He ends up he becomes a slave. I I've never been a slave. I mean,
I'm literally trying to figure out how to get into Netflix again to rewatch it because it was just so much.
Yo, I'm just saying.
That and Chainsaw Man have had me like fucked up. I'm like, what
that
the
was
shit?
I need to watch
good.
Chainsaw Man.
That
Chainsaw Man,
was-
Bleach, the 1,000-Year
I-
War, like
I-
all of them that came out, I was just in a corner like, you guys are down bad. Like, I think you guys are taking stories.
Well, listen, y'all. If you get an
It was
opportunity,
crazy. But
if you get
Vinland
an
is definitely
opportunity,
on my list as far as like top 5. Like to me, oh my gosh.
listen.
I'm
If
a
you get
Bleach
the opportunity
person.
to watch Vinland Saga,
It's a great,
definitely
great
go
show.
and do it. It
Yeah.
is one of the best, and I mean, it's right up there with Castlevania.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I
Yo,
love
yeah.
Record of
I was
Ragnarok.
just about to ask that because I know Castlevania was your shit.
Listen,
Yeah, I love Record of
Castlevania is
Ragnarok
fucking-
too.
Castlevania is and still continues to be my fucking number one.
God, that's a good ass show too.
Castlevania is in my top
Ooh.
5.
Now you got
Death
my
Note,
attention.
Obviously.
I'm not even I'm not mincing no words. Castlevania
Mhm.
is the number fucking one anime period
Yeah.
that
You
I've
got that
personally
1,000-Year War,
seen.
too.
And I get it. I know you demon slayers and your my heroes and your One Piece motherfuckers and all.
I still can't get into One Piece. I've tried like 4 times.
Concise story, complete from start to finish. Every episode, no fillers, fuck
Right.
shit up, amazing animation, and even better fight scene, badass women.
That's how I felt about
And
Chainsaw Man.
and I don't give a fuck what anybody says. When she's standing in the middle of that throne room with blood up to her kneecaps, and she's still putting in work. Come on, man. Best anime ever. But Vinland Saga, it rivals that. So it's comparative.
Listen, you're gonna be
Castle-
annoyed sometimes because, like, listen, Thorfinn just got listening problems. But that yeah.
Castlevania still has
Exactly,
one of my
Elise.
favorite anime lines of all time. And you must be the Belmonts.
I love it. When that motherfucker says, when I come back, y'all shouldn't be here. And
Y'all
these
got
niggas at the
1
nerve-
year.
Yo,
1 year.
you know it's gonna be when he says, I'm gonna give you time to run. And
I'd be gone.
Right.
Gone.
And the way that the
I
demons
don't
was
even
like
need
talking to him like
365 days. I'll be gone in
They
2.
said
he was like, you ran up in
Let
this
me
church
pack
like
for a day. Let me get on the road the next. You'll never have to worry about me again.
bro. When I forget when she put on the sun protector armor and was like, bitch, you gonna attack us in the sun and not think we got you. Don't worry, boo boo. I'll show you what time it is. You are our cattle.
That's always a moment in anime. It's just like that. Oh yeah, bet moment, or it's not good anime. If you don't have that
Right.
one person in the show that's like,
All right.
it's not good anime.
All right, so moving on to something a little bit more niggerish.
Oh well.
Young Jock responds to a video of women being asked whether or not they would rather a $50 Amazon gift card or 30 minutes with him.
What? Give me the gift card.
I was just about to say, there's about 25 women who was asked, would you rather 30 minutes to talk with Young Jock or a $50 Amazon gift card?
People
Jay,
be
what would-
broke.
What would
Talk
you
to
pick?
him about what?
Yeah. What am I gonna say? How was it meeting you in the trap, and how did it go down?
So everybody's taking the gift card?
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time. I'm gonna go back in a different wig and get another one. Sorry.
Listen,
Nah,
Jock
I'm with
said,
I'm with my wife on this. I'm changing my hair and my glasses, and I'm going back.
Exactly. You know why we're here for the gift
I'm gonna
card.
put a girdle on and just come skinnier. Jock said y'all would have no choice because I wouldn't fuck with not one of them in the first place. I'm happily married. That shit.
Cap.
That shit cap.
Oh, that shit cap. Thank you.
Shut up before I throw water on your perm. Bitch ass
Oh.
niggas.
Not on the pompadour.
Uh,
So Young Jock, I don't think anybody really. I mean, I remember you was begging for somebody to Venmo you back the money that you accidentally sent them. And
Oh yeah.
remember that?
Like I said, I'll happily take the gift card thing.
This more disrespectful than the Soldier Boy one, where they was
Yeah.
like, "Would you want to go to dinner with Soldier Boy or take $250 in food stamps?" And people was like, "Who the fuck is Soldier Boy? Give me the food stamps."
You
exactly are going to the store.
Shit.
This girl was like, "I'm taking the food stamps. I'm gonna make chicken Alfredo." I was like, "No, baby, no."
You gotta learn to make something else. Okay, Peaches, make something else.
Right.
But
There
no,
was a wrestler
$250 in EBT right now. God knows with these kids in the house, shit, Soldier who.
Go ahead, Jay. What was you about to say?
There was a wrestler who did something like that where he put out what companies do you want to see me in? And he posted like the top 3 companies, and then he put retire as a 4th option. 92%.
Damn, retire.
Yep.
Damn.
It's like we
And
don't
then he reposted. He goes, "Okay, for serious this time. Where you guys want to see me?"
And they were like
95%.
Surprise, motherfucker.
God, dog.
Yeah.
Nah, Kurt, they said retire, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Look,
That's terrible. That's
it's
horrible.
Time to let go. Apparently,
I
they
mean,
want your ass.
somebody
They
said
want your
he-
ass out of there.
That's so fucked.
All right. India Irie spoke out against Meg Thee Stallion and Janelle Monáe for bringing twerkers on the stage. She said, "Won't somebody please think of the children?"
Bitch, who asked you?
India made this comment. The issue is, what is context? Humanity does everything, but does everything belong in a stage? No. Is everything for kids? No. Is everything for everybody?
Then don't.
So
go,
when
bitch.
we as a culture make something like this mainstream, it shows a lack of discretion and discernment. To those in the comments who laugh at anyone who wants these things for our okay.
Exactly. You too busy worried about animals. Bill, bitch.
Right.
These things for our culture, you certainly have that right. Just as many folks have the right to on our mainstream international export out our music,
Free to damn.
our music to show us in a respectful light. I like to go on the record saying this won't age well, and that's my issue. I love Janelle and Meg the way I love us all, and I don't like this moment. Don't bother debating me. I don't care, and I do this. For 25 years, I've done this. So read, ponder, or don't. So, first, let me preface this by saying,
Oh my God.
who's to say that this twerking brings any shame whatsoever?
Who
Like,
kids is there?
It's
First of all, this is Auntie Fest. Who bringing their kids?
well, even if the kids aren't, no, I'm really getting sick and tired of adults sexualizing a thing that a child is not going to translate as something sexual.
Mm-hmm.
The ladies are on the stage dancing. That's what they see. Whether they ass cheeks is clapping or not, I'm telling you, that is not what a child is resonating as sexual. And the fuck you got your child at Essence Fest for?
Literally that.
Also, can we stop with the respectability politics bullshit? Because, bitch, just because that's not the kind of music and shit you like or that you want to see, it's like 7 other fucking stages at Essence. Go see something the fuck
don't
else.
Like it, don't watch.
Exactly.
Period.
And stop telling other people what should be respectable, what should represent the culture or don't. Black people holler day in and day fucking out that we're not a monolith, that we not all the same. If them hoes don't represent you, then them hoes don't represent you. And they don't represent your music. No one person represents the culture. And for you to like point them out and for you to like point them out and single them out for dancing, for a form of traditional praise and worship back in Africa, bitch, you got me fucking twisted. Mind your old ass the fuck business. You sounded like every fucking hey boomer get off my lawn head ass nigga.
Evil's good and ass is good. And if you get you a piece of evil ass, whoo!
I just find it funny that brown skin was where you were telling people where you don't know where you begin and where your nigga end, but all of a sudden shaking ass is a problem.
Right.
I'm just trying to figure it out.
Listen, she ain't have shit to say to fucking Jill Scott deep throating microphones and shit on stage.
Because she don't want them Jill problems.
Listen, Jill deep throated the microphone and sang the Star Spangled Banner at this past. Like, stop it.
Ain't have no words for her or Erica because Erica had a chunk of cheek out.
Listen, Janet Jackson will whip a nigga and chain into the big
and
iron X on
all
stage.
over him, and you ain't have shit to say.
Listen, and you don't have shit to say to her.
So
Missy Elliott been telling us to get our recently for how many years?
So recently, I kind of got lost in the YouTube rabbit hole of watching fraternities hop and step and it's funny. It's amazing to watch it because it's like, yo, these look like tribal African dances, like literally the mannerisms, the way we're so agile. And it gave me all the Afrocentric vibes of how it would be to have tribal dances in Africa. Twerking, y'all put that fancy ass, funny ass hip hop spin on it. But that shit is happening right now and is a part of religious proceedings, cultural proceedings, weddings, rite of passage, age, like this is like it blows my mind how we become so assimilated to European Judeo-Christian ideologies and moralities that we now demonize simple shit that is a part of us. We shake ass.
Period.
Like 2 drums in the Congo.
What did Jamie Foxx say when he went to Africa? He went to the ceremony and they did what? They were dancing.
No, and she's supposed to be one of them neo soul shea butter bitches. So you think she'd be cool, but nah, here she goes.
No, it's always one.
Listen, here she
goes. You got to slow down on the sea moss, India.
Right.
You got to slow down. It ain't.
She's probably just mad because nobody but 2 people knew her 2 songs, and everybody else was sitting up there knowing all the other 2. So that's probably why she was mad. Because I think I know 2 songs.
Listen,
and that was from her first album, and I don't know if she ever did anything else after that.
Exactly. No, seriously.
I am not my hair is brown hair.
Listen, India Ari, take your ass and get in the same fucking lane as Macy Gray, Angie Stone, and the rest of them 2-hit wonder motherfuckers that we love. As long as you ain't talking shit.
Corner. Right. You're a part of the problem. Like, you're a part of the problem.
I hate respectability politics. I hate that. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. When somebody's going to tell us what's morally acceptable.
Right.
Listen, and you hiding behind, oh, well, I'm doing it for the children. No, the fuck you're not. Because like you said, the children don't see it as a sexual thing. They just see it as dancing. Maybe if we stop sexualizing our children and actually get the fucking pedophiles and shit out of our fucking communities, we can let kids be kids and like just dance and celebrate and have joy.
Does anybody else remember the Funky Watusi video? Like, I'm just saying.
Listen.
The kids was in there getting hey, little mama.
Not even before that, fucking that walking the dog is literally bitches throwing it back. Listen,
literally.
I was like, bro, I was like, and that video from like my grandma era, and my cousin was like, listen, you ask your grandma today, she'll tell you right now, she still walk a mean dog. I was like,
and let me tell you something, and I mean this wholeheartedly. Let the church get jumping. Somebody's auntie, nana, grandmom, second generation Gigi is literally up there holding her titties down because they slapping her in the face because she going at it. And all of it's loose. They can't help it.
But look at all of us have seen Malcolm X. Right before they go to the Audubon Ballroom, what was everybody doing? Dancing. And they were shaking heinies.
Look, God damn it. I'm just stop trying to police
utterly
people.
Ridiculous.
Stop trying to police the culture.
Right.
Let the culture just be what it is. And if you don't agree with the sectionality of the culture, just like a bad neighborhood, stay the fuck out of it.
Literally. If that's not your wheelhouse, fuck right off. Like, it's that simple.
Whew. All right, India, you done got my giblets a tussy. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to breathe for a second because our 60-minute show is now an officially full-blown H&IC show. So
Good
fuck
night,
it.
everybody. Oh no. Sorry.
let's just roll with it after this breather. All right, we're about to get into affirmative action in a second, but
oh God. Bye, Jay.
But before we do, this came up in my feed on the social medias of Rihanna, and it made me want to ask the questions to those who have children. Co-parenting includes
No,
sex.
the fuck it don't.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I mean, wow. That is a question.
Listen.
Bitch, what?
And right after I saw this, just took him some Wingstop and his baby mom on her stories eating it.
The jail time I would do.
Okay, ladies. Raise a hand if you're a baby mom. Teffy, get your fucking hand in there. You are a baby. You are a baby. I'm not doing this with you.
I am the mother of a child, yes.
Right. I'm the mother of dragons.
Right.
All right, baby moms in the comments. I need y'all to raise your hand so I know y'all up in there.
Wave them like you just don't care.
So, I don't want to make it a blanket statement, even though they made it a blanket statement. Of all your children, whether it be the same father or different fathers, out of all the men that you have procreated with and spread love with across the universe to bring joy into this world, are you more adept to copulate with them again should the opportunity arise?
Absolutely the fuck not.
Do you have the thing for the wire? Do you have the sheet? That needs to be inserted ASAP.
Shit. So baby dad can't spin the block on you?
Oh God, ew.
No.
Tell me in the comments.
I would sew my pussy together rather than get that nigga another head.
I would wipe with sandpaper.
Oh.
I would count sugar grain by grain. I would take this wig off and count it follicle by motherfucking follicle.
I would mop the beach before I ever
mop the beach. Damn.
Child, I will do my own pap smear.
Oh
man.
All right.
Shit, I'll do my own mammogram.
Okay. Titty smash. Like the fuck?
Damn. Alicia said, I wouldn't fuck my ex-husband if his life depended. If the pussy could have saved his life, you not gonna throw him a bone?
I'd rather eat a crab cake for those who know.
Right. So for the baby dads in the comments, I need to know, would you spin the block on your baby mom? Would you go back to the woman who brought the greatest thing you've ever created to life?
His skeet could cure my cancer and I still wouldn't take it.
Damn!
Literally have radiation in the balls and still be like, I'm fine here.
Nice landing, Kurt. Nice landing.
You like that, Jay?
Yeah. Speaking specifically for my brother-in-law, I think he'd rather have his balls chopped off than ever go back to that fucking bitch.
Damn.
They said FDB all day. Fuck that.
So okay. So I know our personal views, but we are not the entire world's purview. Do you think there is some type of connection, a forever bond? Obviously, a child is a forever bond, but
that's it.
For baby dads and moms, like the young lady was explaining, she said, 9 times out of 10, a baby dad and baby mom are a baby dad and baby mom because one person in the relationship fucked up and the other person wanted to end it, but they did. Other person isn't really ready to let the one of the other people go. In some kind of context of like that. So if they get an opportunity, if they're around each other, if they got to do something for the child, and the situation arises, they definitely fucking. Have you ever dated a man and was concerned about his relationship with his
I
baby
wasn't
mom?
concerned. I knew he wasn't shit.
Oop.
I don't date men with children.
What? Really?
I have. Well, I won't say that I won't, but I have not. I have not dated any men with children. Nah, because the only nigga that caught my interest, that baby was fresh out the pussy. It was like 5 months old. I
They
said
was still
no,
fucking real bad.
no. Right.
Yeah.
I said no.
Anything over under the age of 5, nah, fam.
Oof.
So my ex,
It still got the smell of blood on him. Go ahead.
no, like my ex-husband had 2 kids by 2 different mamas, and I mean, the moms were so controlling over the child situation that it became a point. Like, I never even met his son. I never met him because she would basically held him against him. And even after he passed, my ex-husband passed, like his son is still trying to find out who his dad was because of the way that the mom had kind of warped her mind. The other one was just crazy. Like, but I mean, I at least got to meet his daughter. I mean, it was just, but it was still something that I had to tread very carefully on. I couldn't go to all the different things. And to be honest, I didn't really care though, because it wasn't about me. It was about him and that baby. So, I mean, that just meant I get to watch TV while you gone.
Like, you had me at TV.
So yeah, I fortunately I am a pull-out king, 40 years strong.
You have not been fucking since birth, my guy.
Close. All right, so 30, I'm sorry, you're right, 36 years strong.
Lord.
Nah, I don't know. Is there any one of my exes where I would be like, abso-fucking-lutely not?
Yeah, I can think of one.
Yeah, I can think of one.
Yeah, I can think of one.
I probably give up.
Really?
That's part of your problem.
Yeah,
really?
That's the terrible. I'm like,
you'd really hit again.
She's still thick, like I remember. I'm
Wow.
just saying that thing was thanging, boy. No strings attached. Like, I ain't got to like you to. Kurt, listen, I don't date a duck. That's all I'm saying is if the king bless you, that means that you got royal blood.
I can't stand you.
We like to keep it in the royal court over here. Anyhow, all I'm saying is, I really need therapy.
Only a lot.
Right.
That actually bothered me that I would go back. I was like, oh no.
You were like, yeah, why not? There was like other issues there.
LJ had a breakthrough moment. I was like, oh. But the fucked up part is my friends are like, yeah, definitely not her. And I was like,
yeah, her.
Yeah, right.
Definitely her. I know exactly who you guys are talking about.
Listen, when the people who love you most are like, yeah, you would never put yourself through that pain.
And would.
Right.
And that was pretty much a response. What you mean, baby? I like pain.
Look, Carolyn said, you done brought this up. Now I'm pissed off. Talking about my shitty baby daddy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I had to touch base. I had to touch base with everybody because, like, we like to speak to the culture. So I want people to know that if they got a baby, they had a baby mom, They probably fucking them when they do the child swap. So
It's the last for
No.
me.
Yeah.
No.
apparently it's not
Nah,
true.
if I even really if I even thought that was going on or a possibility, it would never ever get that far. Like I said,
Yeah.
that one dude, I was like, the baby was fresh. I was like, that baby fresh. Like it still smell like fucking amniotic fluid. Like
Right.
no,
Still smells like
Oh no.
placenta.
Is that as thick as his umbilical cord, nigga? What you talking about?
Right.
Damn.
Like,
Look, his umbilical cord just fell off. Like, who got time?
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. And I was like, no. And some people be like, oh well, like the one girl said, like, oh, that's you gotta accept like a certain amount of things. And I'm like,
No, I don't.
sure, you gotta accept that she gonna call and maybe ask for random shit for the baby, maybe at random times, especially at first, because she don't like you and she feel insecure about herself.
Right.
I'm like, that's that bitch's problem. As long as she over there insecure about herself, that's fine. Just don't make it my problem.
When it
You
comes
can
over
have-
here,
Hold on. Now let me ask you this. Yo nigga is waking up at 2 a.m. and is like, babe, I gotta drop off Pampers over my baby mom house. He does
Not
that. He does this once a week.
at
Are you-
2 a.m.
Are you starting to get side eye? Are you starting to side eye?
Oh,
Side
his
said
stuff's
that
outside.
2 a.m.
At
2
2 a.m.
His
The
stuff is outside.
baby need Pampers.
So
He
you're
would
consistently a terrible mom.
listen. He would come back and his key would be on the counter, and it would be blocked.
Let's see if
the
your clothes
fuck-
flow. The fuck?
Right? Nah, the first time I'd have been like, nah, I'm cool.
Right.
Nah, I'm
No, it's
all
okay.
good.
Stay with her.
That's okay.
You like
Yeah,
this
no,
way.
no, right.
Stay there.
Stay where you at.
Oof.
Make sure that baby got Pampers all the time. Go
All
ahead.
the time. 'Cause you'll
What
be
you
there.
say now?
Exactly.
Now you can be Johnny on the spot with them
Listen,
draws.
all I'm saying is run out and get a can of formula too, bitch. Don't come back here because you're not
Right.
welcome. The fuck? Listen, what Carolyn say? Walmart delivers now.
Ah,
So does Amazon.
you better go
Say
puff that pit.
Right?
You better go puff them Pampers.
Okay. 2 in the morning. Bitch. Really? So this baby is a serial peer and has a schedule of 2 a.m.
I know
And you didn't ask for this when the Pampers was like a month low, ma'am.
All right.
Keep 'em.
Listen, y'all.
Keep 'em.
Just keep your good eye on your BMs and your BDs if in your significant other's life. Let's get to this main topic.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages,
It's
Oh, good old Clarence. He
Oh,
finally
God.
did his job and got them niggers
Lord.
out of that damn good
Walking.
school. So
Walking miscarriage.
this is episode 246, Affirmative Assholes. The U.S. Supreme Court officially ruled to end
AKA
affirmative
Clinton.
action. Affirmative action has been abolished across the nation, which affects not only jobs but also college admissions. There is a predominant misconception that people of color benefit the most from affirmative action, which is inaccurate, actually. And Teffy kind of illuminated me to that a little bit earlier. Teffy, could you kind of...
So despite everything like that, all the stereotypes for affirmative action, Jay aside, white women are the single greatest benefactor of affirmative action. And actually, when you look at social services across the board, poor whites, because they are the majority, benefit the most out of a lot of social programs. So white women, when y'all was crying in the fucking streets last year because of the overturning of Roe v. Wade, you had one job to either knock off your racist pappies or to talk to your racist misogynist husbands and boyfriends and talk some sense into them. Now y'all didn't, because as this TikToker that I like said that like they're doing this to bring y'all to heal, and it's hurting the rest of us. So y'all had one fuck ass job, white women, and you couldn't even fucking do that. But please tell me how y'all can't fucking pronounce Kanenkalon on TikTok and trying to fucking defend it. Bitch, it's not connect the lawn, it's Kanenkalon, and it's fake hair.
So just
It's
so that
something you'll never see in your life.
we
That
add
part.
credence to words, and just so you know, we're not talking out of our ass. This was an article from USA Today. White women do benefit the most from affirmative action. The article is right there.
That
You
is a
guys
problem.
can kind of gauge it for reference. They were one of the biggest opposers of affirmative action because propaganda and misinformation is prevalent, and all of this actually stemmed from an Asian kid who couldn't get into, I think it was Syracuse or something like that, and he sued to say affirmative action was the reason he couldn't get in. Ironically, affirmative action wasn't even legal in the actual city that he was suing in, so it played no part in why he didn't get into the school. And now,
Dipshit.
uh, there is a petition going out to attack minority grants for college because they say
Ooh.
that if we're going to abolish racism, we have to abolish anything that gives a leg up to a specific demographic, and minorities should not have grants specified for them to advance. It should be for everybody. Well, here's
Okay,
the
well, pull up your
problem.
ancestry.
Well, here's the problem.
Get rid of legacy scholars and
But hold on.
Exactly.
Before we even get to any of that, I just want to say this. When you live in a country where a specific demographic race is literally the populous majority, like not by a little, but by a lot. And I'm talking about even if you combined all the people of color, then yeah, the numbers start to kind of even up, but still the majority.
I
But we're
would
talking,
say not as much as you think.
but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, even if we tallied up all the black people, I think per the last census, those that identify as African American make up maybe 15% of America.
It's like 12.
That's even crazier. So that means 88% of America isn't black. That's what makes us a minority. So when you have an underrepresented numerical demographic, yes, you have to put things in place. Otherwise, only the majority will always get into all the things. And it's
Like
not even
maybe.
about being the best. It's
Yeah.
just, it's the fact that you are literally a guppy in a fucking ocean full of sharks. Now, we're not going to talk about how you crippled that guppy for 400 years on top of Jim Crow.
Can we talk about how they got rid of DEI initiatives like in the workplace in a
Literally.
lot of places, especially in the police force in like several states? So DEI, for those of you who don't know, is diversity, equity, and inclusion.
At this point, we now live in a country that overturned Roe versus Wade. We now live in a country that overturned affirmative action. We now live in a country where it allows people to deny services based on your sexuality, based on their morality. And I'm just stating facts. I'm not giving my opinion. I'm just stating facts. We now live in a country where states are literally banning books that they don't agree with.
Yeah.
We now live in a country that history is being flowered
Erased.
and is skewed or flat out erased.
Even more than it already was.
Carolyn asks, does losing DEI, the diversity, equity, and inclusion, affect those with disabilities? Yes, it does. It affects anybody who is different from the Judeo-Christian norm. So, for those of y'all who may not know what it is, like a lot of that is like inclusion, like critical race theory, telling history like as it happened, making sure that companies like keep up with their diversity initiatives to make sure they have accurate, that their employee base is an accurate reflection of the communities that they serve. Disabilities, even though you do have protections, you do still have some protections. You do still have some protections protecting like like you can't be disqualified from a job because you are disabled, but you can still be discriminated in the workforce because of it. You can be harassed in your workplace because of it. And even though you can't be excluded from the applicant pool because they no longer have affirmative action, there's nothing saying that they have to hire you.
That's that North Philly right there, boy. I tell you.
That's not me, babe.
Oh, really?
No.
That's that. What? I thought that was North Philly.
No.
That's Baltimore. You got this?
It is taking me everything not to Karen out my fucking doorbell. Like, bitch, I know you don't have a job.
No.
It's 11 o'clock at night. Get your dumb ass in the house.
So I want to bring up, I just want to bring up some very key things. And I want to get you guys' opinion. The definition of a democracy. A people's power democracy is a form of government where the people have say in the decision making. An oligarchy is ruled by the few. Oligarchy is a form of government or power structure where a small group of people dominates or influences the society. In your opinion, democracy versus oligarchy, where do you see America's headed? Jay, you don't have to answer this one.
I mean, you can.
Matter of fact, I'm not answering that one.
Yeah, you better not.
Yeah, I'm bowing out of that one. But I would love, because I feel like as Black women, your opinion holds the most weight. As I hate to continuously quote Malcolm X, the most denigrated, disrespected, underrepresented, underappreciated people on the earth. How do you feel America's headed?
I mean, we're honestly at the point where we're just going backwards, and it's just a matter of how far we're going to go before. Yeah, it's just a matter of how far we're going to go. And the thing is that nobody's really stopping. I mean, people are kind of saying something, but it's not enough that it's making any changes. This generation and these generation of people that are in these positions need to die out. And when they die out, I think that the odds of things can have potential. But as long as this whole, what is it, the baby boomer generation, old classic politicians, I mean, we're just gonna keep heading back in the direction, because as far as they're concerned, the idea of we're all one type of concept, and I don't see race has been so implemented and pushed that now they got all these other people believing that there's no such thing as race. That they're just going to try to keep pushing that narrative and blame us every time we say, yeah, it is. So they just need to go.
What about you, Tef?
So, what I will say is, for one, I'm glad I live in a blue state where abortion is legal up to 20 weeks. So listen, Pennsylvania, for all the Pennsylvania bullshit that happens out west, where we are is still very progressive and mostly inclusive. Where I live, what I will say though is like I used to think the same thing about like, oh well, these old people need to die off. The problem is that the old people are like they're not as old as you think they are, and they're hiding in like 4chan and subreddits where they're passing on this bullshit to the younger generation. And it's like the Klan used to host like picnics and shit, and like just pass out like little flyers that were like innocuous. It wasn't until you was 3-4 meetings deep that they was like, nah, we really should be hanging these niggas. They not about it. Like, yo, it's stuff like that. Like, we need to really band together and protect each other. And listen, I hate to say it, but I'm at the point now where like over COVID during all the Black Lives Matter riots and everything, somebody was like, oh, you should really look into moving to a different country, like to protect your son. And I was like, bro, he's 5. Like, let's just see what happens. My son is now 8, and I'm not hopeful for where this will be going by the time in another 3 years when he's 11. So maybe we should be looking to go somewhere the fuck else, because this ain't it, shit. I'm not going to Africa. They don't have the best like special needs programs and stuff like that. I would have to.
We're gonna start one.
Listen, if anything, I'm going to Spain. I still yo hablo a little Espanol, and they have universal base income. So my son, if he cannot fucking like, if it comes to the point where he cannot work to support himself, they have universal base income. So I don't have to worry about my son being homeless if I die or if something happens to me and I can't work.
Okay, Jay, I do have a question for you.
Go ahead.
It's almost ironic. It's the opposite end of the spectrum. Whereas I believe Black women are the most underrepresented. I'll bet an ally, you are a part of a demographic that is the most represented and holds the most power with privilege. Now, with that being said, and I want to be very careful in my questioning, what I want to say is,
it's okay. I have
what
to be
is
very careful with my answer.
Yeah, that's why I love you, because you're my man. I want you to remain an ally. What is the what is the America you want to see in the future, that you want to raise your kids in, that you want to love in, that you want to live in?
So I can't answer that question.
Yeah, I can't. Listen, bro.
So I've been thinking about this for the past couple minutes.
Carol said, take your time.
Whereas I don't think the repealing of affirmative action is a good idea, I do hope to live in a world one day where it is not needed.
I like that.
As hopefully proven by my multiple appearances on this show. Hopefully, he says out loud for the internet to see.
Jay nervous and shit. His ass is as tight as
you know, palms are sweaty. Like, I believe in equality. I believe in everyone getting a fair shake and a fair opportunity. And as cheesy as it sounds, regardless of race, gender, or creed. And some people who look too much like me believe that means, yes, as long as you're, we completely believe in religious freedom as long as you're a Christian. We completely believe in, gender equality as long as you're not gay. And that's the kind of stuff that I can't stand. Like, I'll give a little bit of insight to my life. When I was married, I was very much told how I was going to live and how I was going to, act and what I couldn't have in the house. So when I got divorced, I very much went, I'm tired of people telling me how to live my life. And I don't think I have any right to tell anyone else how to live their life. And as long as those actions are not infringing on someone else, then who cares? You know? So like there's so many people who just don't understand that and don't see it and don't see that it doesn't matter the race or gender or creed of a person as long as they can do whatever it is they're in, you know, whatever their field is, they should be measured on that merit. It shouldn't have to be what's the fuck. I saw a quote about this that made me think about it. And it was you shouldn't have to put an asterisk next to an accomplishment. It shouldn't have to be the first black person to do this or the first white person. It should just be the first person to do this, the first person to accomplish this goal.
Right.
That's kind of how I feel.
So it's interesting, and I appreciate you for that insight. In the same vein, the premise behind, and Crisscross sends you love, said, well said, Jay. The premise behind getting rid of affirmative action, though they said, yes, comb over. You are so right. The premise behind my affirmative action was what they're feeding us is it's our step towards equality, because if we eliminate all the things that are race designated and driven, it actually evens the scale. And I 1000% agree with that. I don't. I
will say it should. It should.
Well, it goes to what you just said. You said you want to live in a world where affirmative action isn't necessary. When affirmative action was first ratified, they said, you know, well, what's the time limit on this? Like, you can't always have affirmative action. They said about 25 years. And that should balance the scales. Well, you were wrong, because the scales aren't balanced. And my issue is, it's almost like giving a patient a clean bill of health before you finish the treatments. Like, whether people want to see it or not, I get what the end goal should be. And if it's genuine, even better. But equality and equity are two different things. You can move towards equality, but you have not been equitable enough to balance the scales for people of color in America. People of color have significantly less generational wealth across the board to their non-Black contemporaries. So much so that, honestly, if we were to quantify lost wages, prorated for inflation and interest, and the loss of knowledge and wealth of a person's history, if we were to do a class action lawsuit for the transatlantic slave trade, the recompense and restitution would be in the trillions, not billions. Not a lot.
It literally would never go anywhere, because they would say the number is incalculable. That's what's happening with what's her name, Henrietta Lacks family. They'll be in court until the last one of them pass away, because they stole her cells for medical research, and they've done so much with her cells that they literally say that her contribution to medicine is beyond calculation, and they were just fighting to get the court to allow them to sue for punitive damages, and they can't even. They're like, oh yeah, no, that sounds like you should get punitive damages, but the number is incalculable. It would never be able to be paid.
So again, we aren't even getting into the weeds about Jim Crow, redlining, the medical, what people of color have gone through in just not getting proper health care. Like, malpractice suits are a real thing. If you love Snowfall, it ain't just a story. No, the government, the U.S. government, and this is history, pumped cocaine in underserved communities, predominantly black and brown communities. The government did that. So we're not just talking about, slavery. Yeah, okay, cool. We could talk about what happened in the 80s. We could talk about how it has been inequitable. So, yes, maybe not affirmative action, but some type of equity has to happen before you take away. You don't take a person's life raft until the boat arrives. We still out here drowning. The fuck you taking away the life raft for? That was the last thing that we had to keep afloat. Was it the best situation? No. What, were there other people in the water swimming on their own accord? Yeah, well, they were stronger. They you give me a life.
Y'all took away affirmative action. Like, I didn't clock the company that bought out my last job for having no people of color in their upper management.
I literally just called my company out for that.
Yeah. For being, they're like, oh well, we really try to push for diversity and inclusion. I said, except for when y'all hiring, apparently.
Yo, and you know what's crazy to me, and I can tell you from experience, it is very difficult to sit across a table full of people who don't look like you, don't understand you, don't understand the nuances of. There's a base level of fear all black people have when they sit in a room full of non-black people. I mean this wholeheartedly. If you ask 10 black people, 6 out of that 10 will have an uneasy feeling sitting in a room full of just non-black people. Now, I'm gonna say it plain. It's sitting in a room full of white folks. If it's me and 9 other white people in the room, after a while, you start to feel uneasy. Not scared, not fearful, not angry, just the fuck is going on. You get what I mean? And
sorry. I was gonna say, I went to Oregon for my cousin's wedding, and you want to talk about one of the whitest places on earth.
Yeah. And because the sun don't shine there.
Listen, it was plenty sunny or whatever. But when I went to Oregon, I went out by myself, and everybody was like, please be careful. Make sure you text everywhere that you go.
Yeah, like you going, like white people going to the hood is how we treat black people going to the suburbs.
Listen, I was walking around a suburb, and people were like, please be careful. You out here by yourself. And I'm out natural hair, twisted up, wearing my Dora Milaje dress and platform sandals, looking as fucking black as possible. And I went to a diner for breakfast, and it was the first time in a long time where I realized I was the only black person there, probably for like a quarter of a mile. And I was like, no, I should have went to breakfast with my cousin's friends. Like, I was like, this not. But you sat there, and I sat there, and I smiled, and I didn't ask for too much, and I was I didn't feel safe. And then I left. I was like, all right, I'm gonna order me an Uber. Even my Uber was white. I got three share rides in Oregon. Not one of them was a person of color. And I was like, God damn, even the Ubers are white here. Like, bro, like the amount of whiteness that was there was stifling. And then to that point, the week after we went, a white child went to a aviation museum and did the Heil Hitler symbol next to a German warplane and posted it online, and nothing happened.
So I say all that to say, if you want to take affirmative action away and you have no other plan in place, then all you did was just set people back. And you allow place for the same bigotry, racism, and lack of opportunities to take root again. I understand white women may benefit the most from affirmative action, and that's just statistically accurate. But also, so do we, just not proportionate to them, just like welfare. Yes, only black people are shown, predominantly poor Caucasians utilize social services way more than black people, but black people do still use it. You don't get rid of fucking social services for everybody just because you want to I'm not saying they want to just punish the minority. I want to be very careful with what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you're going to take away the government cheese, you better have something else to replace it with. Otherwise, they're just going to starve. And I tell you this, a particular race and demographic may be the current majority right now, but that ain't the majority you need to be worried about. When the majority of this country become poor people, color is not going to be relevant anymore. Because at the end of the day, in this country, the only color that matters is green. And history has proven time and time again that green will cause people to shed red and unify to establish something new. So I just don't understand where our future is headed. It is a scary future for me as a person of color and as a black man. I am terrified of what the future holds. But I ain't got much longer left on this rock. So I'm just going to get mine while I can and do the best I can to uplift as many of the people that I can. But for our children's children, what is this great country? Is we making it great again? What is this great country going to say to them? I don't know. I sound like Jerry Springer's final thought. I'm just I'm just really confused because it's like you can't base even if you have your religious ideologies, you can't impose them on other people. You can't. I get this. This country is a Christian country. Oh well, that ain't it no more.
Y'all niggas fled England for religious persecution just to come here and persecute other people's religions. Make it make sense.
To the point where y'all are risking women's health.
In just the year that Roe v. Wade has been overturned, maternal death rates among white women have started to rise and are soon to be commensurate with rates of black and other women of color. So good job, white women. Good job, yo. Good job.
Teffy can say that.
Listen, but go ahead and continue to be cute on TikTok and out there with your little handmade robes and your little like hats and shit like that. Yeah. Y'all do that.
And I want to say this. One of the things that I love most about having Jay on this show, because y'all know this is a black as fuck show. Just is. It's in the name. There wasn't and there wasn't really a second guest. There wasn't really any discussion as to should Jay be on the show? Should we have a non-black person on the show? That really wasn't. I mean, we wanted it to be predominantly representative of people of color, but nobody ever not one fucking person batted an eye when Jay showed up outside of our requisite jokes, because typically we are colorblind. It doesn't matter. If you're a good person, you're a good person. But when you do things like this, when you put a spotlight on racial inequality, that's what makes this shit harder. When our women now have to reclaim ground that they fought for 30, 40 years ago. Now they look at the men, and not just the bad men, they look at all men. And now we have to fix that healing wound. So there's so much division. And now we're being reminded of the divisions of yesteryear. In 2023, I was supposed to have a fucking hoverboard from Hasbro. I'm supposed to be somewhere with Doc Brown in the goddamn future, at least a Tron bicycle. I ain't even got a fucking a small Wonder robot. I ain't even got one of them.
I don't have the self-tying shoes.
Yo, no self-tying shoes, bro. None. I ain't got the little fancy ass Star Trek microwave that I can just put something, little pill in and get it hydrated all proper like and have it.
Boom, pizza.
Yeah. Y'all
aren't we like 5-10 years away from like the Jetsons future or some shit?
We're supposed to be. We're supposed to be.
Well, guess what? This some bullshit. That's all I'm saying. We worried about shit in the 1950s and 60s. That's what we fighting for. That's what we fighting about. Got banning books. Watch Indiana Jones. And this is what I believe it at. If you think what you're doing now is the proper thing to do, watch Indiana Jones. If you are acting like the people that Indiana Jones was fighting, hey, my guy, you might want, if you're book burning, if you're
specifically Last Crusade.
Yeah, specifically.
Not y'all watching Indiana Jones and being like, damn it, I think them Nazis making a point. Like, these motherfuckers spitting.
Yeah, you know, fuck them books. What happened to our heroes, man? What happened? What happened in? And I mean, look, take the color out of it. Where the fuck are the rebels? Where are the people who really truly believed in freedom and liberty and the right for a human being to make decisions for themselves, for them and their family, not based on the idea that me as a man with no womb, no uterus, I can dictate and set precedences and laws that affect a woman is so asinine to me. It's so asinine to me. It's like having a basketball coach in the NFL. I figured I'd use a term that most men would understand. The fuck would a basketball coach know about how to win an NFL championship?
I shared a meme about that recently, maybe like 2 days ago, and it's the people who've never been in the military giving you their opinion on the military,
right?
And it's Dipper from Gravity Falls going, "Wow, this is worthless."
Yeah,
and then almost like 3 comments in, someone giving their opinion. I was like, "You didn't get it.
You don't get the." Yo, when I tell y'all, but see, unfortunately, these laws cost lives.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it. Well, you know, and we'll wrap up after this. Somebody once said, "Damn the presidents who got into the Supreme Court when Ruth
Bader Ginsburg."
Yeah, and you know, if you don't know politics, that was a really big deal. It was a really big deal.
Though she was racist, she had her own problems.
Right. But I just want to say this. The Supreme Court, look at them and look at who is going to lead this country. They don't look the same. Antiquated, outdated, over opinionated. And I'm just throwing words out there. I'm not saying it describes anybody. I'm just putting words out there. If they happen to match up with what you think about other individuals, that's your prerogative. I just figured I'd say a couple words because Kurt doesn't want to get in trouble. All I, what I'm trying to say is, if the future is in the youth and the youth are turning this corner, this amazing corner where they are breaking the generational curses and the thought process, the ideologies, they can communicate with each other. Fortnite has done more to bring together black and white race relations. Just saying, where we landing, boys. But the lawmakers, the people who are running this country, they are really in their 70s and above. So, of course, where this country is headed is going to go back to yesteryear, because the yesteryear is still there.
My mom asked a question after it got passed, and she said, well, she's like, well, okay, we've kind of seen this before, but she's like, but what is your generation going to do? Is your generation going to actually get out there and vote and try to get these people out of the system? Are they going to try to we did one fight. What is y'all's fight?
And we don't have it. We tired. We too busy trying to survive.
We finna make memes.
Yeah, we some meme making. Black Twitter go crazy. But again,
at this point, I might just get a hysterectomy.
No,
I ain't got no husband for them to ask. Shit, and my daddy will sign off on it.
Teddy said term limits. Yo, listen, brother.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. The fact that the Supreme Court judges don't stop until they die. That's crazy to me.
So it's not just the Supreme Court, because not every case goes to the Supreme Court. A lot of y'all state legislators have been there for decades. They need term limits more than the Supreme Court do, because some shit should never the fuck be up for debate, like Roe v. Wade, like a women's right to choose, kids having accurate fucking textbooks in school. Like some of these things, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna say that the Supreme Court not necessary, but if we had state legislators who had term limits, who actually gave a fuck about their constituents and less about their goddamn pocketbooks, the Supreme Court wouldn't have to do what it do, not as often.
Honestly, I personally, I avoid the system. I believe being how do I word this? I personally wouldn't go into Squid Games because I already know the game is tainted against me. And the likelihood of me winning the Squid Games is so low versus the reward of winning the Squid Games that it's not worth it for me. And there's other people who don't feel that way. They feel like I want to be a part of that system. I want to work that system because I know what could be, and that's great. I do not admonish anybody who chooses to partake in the Squid Game system. But for me and mine, we finna just be out here surviving and making alternative plans to ensure that legacy, generational equity and economy, and Black identity is not only curated but preserved for future generations. This conversation is really sad, and I'm about to go be around a whole bunch of black ass nerds, which is going to be dope. I also would be remiss to say that I immensely love people of all races, creeds, and colors. I'm not trying to pull the, I have one white friend. I have multiple. I honestly, I have an adoptive son that is not black. I have nephews that aren't black. I come from a very diverse background. I am so pro black because it has been frowned upon to be that for so long that I almost have to scream it to the top of my lungs because they've told so many before me to shush. So when we are engaging in these things in this world, when you are raising your children, when you're looking in your next voting cycle, when you're looking to be proactive in your community or whatever, and you choose to engage to make this world just a little bit fucking better than yesterday, do the thing. Whatever it is, do the thing. But whatever you do, make sure it ain't shitting on somebody else. That makes you an affirmative asshole. Jay, where can people follow and support you, good brother?
They can follow us at linktree/curbside podcast.
Nigga, not you with this link tree.
We don't have a website. Okay?
We gonna help you with that.
If I had a website, it'd be curbside.com.
Don't worry about it. We working on that for 2024. I got him. I got my guy. LJ, talk to him. Where they can follow and support you, baby.
LJ Phoenix, I'm around. Come say hi this weekend if you can recognize me, because I'm not doing my hair and I have wigs.
I know that's right.
Amen.
Ain't nothing wrong. Pull a wig off one time for the one time.
With the rounds.
Just for the record, King Kurt Live's joking. If you want to keep proper race relations, never pull a black woman's wig off.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't
do it. Please don't do it.
No.
Teffy, want to take us home?
All right, y'all know what the fuck is up. Make sure you go to headnerdsincharge.com, sign up for our email list. As we said at the top of the show, we will be at Blerdcon this year. If y'all missed out on some of our events, you can catch us at our panels. I have a panel at 10 a.m. on Saturday. Poll Curious, get up, shake some ass with me first thing in the morning. We teaching you couple of seductive moves to get y'all ready for that after party Saturday night. So come start your morning off with a bang. And then come see Head Nurse in Charge. We're at 6:30.
6:50. Damn it, you didn't told him the real time. It's too late now.
Listen,
you should have told him 6.
Yeah, facts. He's learning. He's watching the Boondocks. He's getting it.
Not listen. They got us up against the cosplay contest, so I want people to actually know when we the fuck are. Sorry.
Good.
So make sure y'all pull up there. Coda Party, if you know, we may have a couple of tickets left. Reach out to Curtis and see what's really good. If you want, I'm gonna be walking around, so you can sign up for our email list. This way you'll be in the know for our next events. Pick up some of our dope ass merch, t-shirts, hats, hoodies, etc. The shit makes great gifts. Ash Jay, he just bought one.
Yes. For my mom's Mother's Day present. That's
if Jay Mamie can wear an HNIC shirt, so can you.
Big old nerd hoodie. She loved it.
Listen, if Jay Mamie can wear an HNIC on her chest, so can you.
Well, he ain't that crazy. He got the nerds.
He got the nerds, Sean.
Yeah,
hey, I was supporting your guys' partnership with Champion.
Yes, no, you did the right thing. For you and Mom.
We have had other allies, white allies, walk.
I am gonna get the
they are bold
Nerd World Order shirt.
Yes,
next payday.
That's one of my favorites.
Yes, all right, love that for you. Get yours as well. Headnerdsincharge.com. Sign up for our Patreon, patreon.com/headnerdsincharge. If you want to follow me, you can follow me at Teffy Wonder. That's where I'm the most active, over on my Twitter, Instagram, and my TikTok. If you guys want to follow me on Twitch, I'm gonna do that too. We're gonna start streaming like movies again, and we're gonna have fun. So follow me over on there. Give me a sub one of these days. You can follow me on my Facebook fan page, Teffy Wonder the Mocha Mermaid. I love y'all. I do, but especially Blerdcon weekend. Please stop sending me friend requests to my personal Facebook page. That is my purse, and I do not know you.
It's Rumble.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
Y'all already know what it is. Go ahead, Jay. What was you about to say?
I was gonna say, don't forget to go check out my interview with Kurt, King Kurt Live. Curbside Podcast did an amazing interview with him, and
Facts.
we've got one coming up soon with Teffy. That's going to be absolutely wonderful. We got to get a date for
There you
it.
go. You was pointing in the wrong direction. I helped you.
On my screen, I was pointing at her.
All right,
So,
all right, look, Jay, you confusing me now. God damn it.
There,
Yeah, perfect.
right there.
All right.
Okay, we got one coming up with Teffy. It's going to be an absolute blast. The one with Curtis is such a good interview. I'm absolutely super proud of that one. Probably one of my better interviews. And Kurt was a great guest. So,
Well, Jay, you're a consummate professional.
I try. Listen, there was a joke with one of the guys that's coming on to interview here in the next couple weeks. I said I might not be a great podcaster or a great wrestler, but I am a professional.
That's what matters, and that's why we fucks with you. Listen, y'all, we get ready to pull up out of here. We'll see you this weekend. For those who will be at Blerdcon, definitely pull up on the HNIC King Kurt Live, say hi. You know what I mean? If you always want to slide in my DM, here's your chance, baby. Here's your chance. I'll see y'all, and hopefully you'll see me around doing a no pants dance.